This is where it all began for Simple Minds, and I'll tell you what, it doesn't seem that long ago either. I went to school here, as did Charlie Burchill, my songwriting partner, Brian McGee, the original drummer. So this area was really, really fundamental. And we remember having our first rehearsal place over there. I dare not think what the neighbours thought that night, but I'll never forget the experience. The whole area really is where we grew up. And the school's pretty famous because not only Simple Minds, people from groups like Texas were here, Altered Images, Fran Healy of Travis, and it goes on and on. I'm not quite sure if that's thanks to the music teacher, but we'll give her the credit. In the background you can see the flats, the high-rise flats at Tory Glen, Prospect Hill Circus in fact, which is where both myself and Charlie Burchill grew up. So really all our childhood was spent in this neck of the woods and we enjoyed every minute of it. But one of the greatest things about it was that we were within a stone's throw of Scotland's national football stadium, none other than Hampden Park. Obviously Hampden Park has changed dramatically since the days when I was coming, but one thing hasn't changed, it's the unique atmosphere. So we're going to go in and have a look at the new Hampden. My band Simple Minds has been able to play in Cardiff, Wembley Arena, we've played in football stadiums all over the world, Italy, Spain, South America. But Hampden, as yet, it's never happened. But we live in hope. Walking up these stairs, you can only really try and imagine what it's like for both the winners and the losers, in fact. But one thing where we all gain is whenever there's a game shown here, whenever it's shown worldwide on TV, people never fail to comment on the great atmosphere that's to be had at Hampden Park. Throughout history there's been great nights here, and I'm sure there's going to be fantastic ones yet to come. In the early 70s when we were growing up in Glasgow, there wasn't really as much going on as there is now. But the Citizens here was a place where you could come and see amazing performers. And in a way I think they influenced us. They showed us how to play to a crowd, and they showed us what it meant to entertain a crowd. It'd be hard for many people looking at this to imagine that we're not that far from the city centre of Glasgow. In fact, we're in the Lynn Park, and looking around here, immediately I become full of memories coming as a kid, jumping in here, having picnics, my pals, my cousins. It's still a place I love to come whenever I'm in Glasgow. It's a place I love to bring people who are visiting Glasgow for the first time. It really is an amazing place. And that brings me to an end, really. It's been a kind of a trip through Glasgow, but also a trip through the past for me and for Simple Minds. I hope you've enjoyed watching it.